Alright folks, a big week for Pokemon Go. You definitely don't want to miss it. Obviously, one of the biggest news is Mimikyu. 100% confirmed now. People are capturing it out in the wild in later time zones. As of April 1st, midnight, it is going to be spawning. For how long will it be available in the wild? Well, potentially only April 1st, which is why you definitely want to capture as many as you can that day. But it will also be available at rank 30 and rank 60 in this week's Go Pass. We also have additional Mimikyu data. Shout out to Pori Pro, but the Mimikyu is going to be a fairly common sight and will be available from 2 different field research tasks, the catch 5 different species of electric type Pokemon and a catch 3 Pikachu task. So Mimikyu might be an additional encounter to other Pokemon you might get from those tasks. But once again, is this only going to be available for April 1st or the remainder of the event? Obviously, April 1st, April Fools, is going to be a big day in Pokemon Go. We'll get onto that in a second. But Mimikyu is going to have a cool battle mechanic as well. So it's going to have some usage, I imagine, in PvP, in Great League, and also in Ultra League. It maxes out around 2,500. And upon taking a charge hit, it's going to transform into its busted form and take no damage upon that first hit. But then it's going to get a defense drop. So essentially, it's going to have 3 shields in PvP. So interested to see how folks are going to utilize that one. And something I'm also very excited for, the return of Spotlight Hour. Well, at least during this week and the shockingly good time event, each day is going to see a different Spotlight Hour. Today, March 31st, 6 to 7 p.m. local time. They're all going to be 6 to 7 p.m. local time. Today will be Mareep. Following that, we'll see a different Spotlight Hour Pokemon each and every day. Some of which will be shiny boosted, such as the Pikachu, the Chinchou, and the Dedenne. Of course, what is stirring up people the most is that April 1st Spotlight Hour, as it is heavily speculated that alongside the Pikachu we'll all be getting Mimikyu. Obviously, it being April Fools, it's never going to be that simple. The Pokemon Go dev team and Scopely probably has something in mind to troll us, so I predict that maybe we'll have a mashup of Mimikyu, Pikachu, and potentially costume Pikachu Mimikyu, which I personally wouldn't mind. I do need the Hundo and the shiny for that. Or potentially when you click on a Mimikyu, it turns into the costume Mimikyu Pikachu and vice versa. I'm just happy to see the return of Spotlight Hour. I do hope that it comes back. It's not making sense that they got rid of it, so I hope that it does return. Such a good hour for farming XLs and for other bonuses. Hopefully it does return. But alongside the a shockingly good time event is going to be other events that are going to actually cross over with that. Well, at least if you're in Europe. Because unfortunately, if you are outside of Europe, you're not going to be able to take part in the An Excellent Adventure event, which is essentially celebrating Easter, right? So I don't get why this is exclusive to just European countries. Obviously, it's not just European countries that celebrate Easter. But with this event, Chansey caught in the wild will have a chance of holding a lucky egg. Obviously, in the past, we've had ways to get items in the wild and off Pokemon, etc. But never have we had a chance to get lucky eggs. So I'm going to be farming Chanseys during this event, April 2nd to April 6th. Increased chance to also encounter shiny Execute, shiny Chansey, and shiny Bunnelby. So that is pretty good. And I've got mixed emotion when it comes to this last one, Fashion Raid Day. In the past, we've had these fashionable Pokemon spawning in the wild, but now it's going to be a Raid Day event. You are going to get 6 free raid passes from spinning photo discs, so that's pretty good. You're going to have a lot of those fashionable Pokemon spawning in raids. I need the shiny Dragonite costume version, but then how much do I actually want that when we've recently had Mega Dragonite and then also Dragonite as well again? And if you have the shiny, how much are you going to want to chase the costume version of that? Like, I need it. I imagine there are folks that also need it. But then we've also obtained the Mega recently. There's probably folks that have maxed one out, unlocked the max tier for that. So, yeah, you know, I guess if you really want to chase some of these shinies, it's a pretty good event. But then it would have been nice if we had some of those spawning in the wild as well. It's just going to be, as it looks here, in those raids. They do mention event-themed Pokemon appearing more frequently in raids are more likely to be shiny, but then they always mention that, right? So what's that going to be? Maybe 1 in 10 for the shiny odds. So not a bad event if you're particularly after some of those shiny costume Pokemon. I personally already have the shiny Wooper with the beanie, which in my opinion is the best one. But let me know what you're most excited for down in the comments. For me, it's going to be Mimikyu and that potential Mimikyu Spotlight Hour. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do for April Fools during that hour particularly, and how they're going to troll us. But that's about it from me. Please lick slap the like button, as it massively helps from the YouTube algorithm. As always, please everyone, take care, and catch you all in the next one.